Oh, excuse me, I thought I had my mic muted. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Oh, let me turn down the music a little bit. That one's loud. Okay. Hello. Welcome to my first stream if you're here. My name is Scratch. Yeah, I guess I'll just introduce myself a bit. I am, well, the whole point of this channel, if you're curious, is creating a whole VTuber, I guess, situation from scratch. That's the name, as you can tell. But about me, I have no artistic background at all. So my goal throughout this channel's lifespan is really to build skills. I want to learn everything from drawing to modeling to rigging. I want to learn how to do all of that, and I want you guys to be there for the journey. Yeah, so like I said, this is my first stream. Everything's a little bit work in progress. This is I'm considering this a pre-alpha. Yeah, so as you can see, there's no no rigged model or anything. I'm just using a PNG tuber right now, which will probably be for a while, to be honest. But I'm using a program called PNG Tuber Maker, if you're curious. All the rest of the setup and everything that happened before this first stream, I'm planning on recording and editing a YouTube video, going through and showing all the different things I use just to get to this point. Again, I made everything on this stream from scratch so far. Yeah, so that's the plan. I guess I can kind of go over what I've used so far if you're curious. Like I said, I'm using a program called PNG Tuber Maker. It's free on Steam. The actual, I guess you could say model, quote unquote, is made through, it's a Japanese website called, I think, char.me, and it has a lot of basically character creator makers, and you can download them and everything. So yeah, I created, I guess I could say, this character. Again, I'm trying to be very open about what's going on here, because if you're interested in becoming a VTuber or getting into streaming, I want you to be able to follow along and see what the real steps are, even if you don't have a creative background like myself. But there'll be more info of that in the description later on. Again, everything's work in progress right now, so that'll be coming, and there will be a YouTube video. I'm also planning on dual streaming to YouTube at some point. I was gonna try that tonight, but you apparently have to request permission to stream on YouTube, so I gotta wait about 24 hours. So if I stream tomorrow around the same time, maybe I'll dual stream to YouTube, but we'll see. That's definitely gonna happen, as you can see up in the corner right above me here, or right to my side there. We're gonna have all the chat on screen and everything. But yeah, I'll go through all that later. But for today, the real plan is to jump into some solo RPG stuff. I'm a big role-playing game fan. I have been for a long time. I don't get to play as much as I would like to, but I just recently started getting into some solo role-playing games. I've been playing a game called 2D6 Dungeons. That's not what we're playing today, but at some point we'll probably do that. But that got me interested in kind of the originator of solo role-playing, like Choose Your Own Adventure books. We've probably all played those or read those when we were kids. So the one I'm playing today is a adventure book series called Fighting Fantasy. And I've never read them before. We're starting with the very first one, but if you know your history about like FromSoft, the makers of Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Sekiro, etc., which I'm also a big fan of. A lot of the enemy design and things like that were inspired directly from fighting fantasy books, and I wanted to take some time because I know the DLC for Elden Ring is coming out in a few months. So I really want to play through some of these games, maybe play Dark Souls 1 and Elden Ring again on stream. I have not finished Elden Ring. I played it a bunch, but I have not finished it yet, so I want to go back and go through that. And I haven't played Dark Souls 1 in probably 7 or 8 years, honestly. And it's one of my favorite game series of all time, so I would like to do that. But yeah, today we are going, like I said, to play through Fighting Fantasy. It is a choose-your-own-adventure book, but it does have a character sheet, like a traditional sort of RPG. It's not as in-depth, but it does have like some stats, etc., like equipment, things like that. I have not even started any of these books, so we're gonna start from the very beginning. We're gonna read through how to play, essentially. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Give me just a second to change over to different category, and then we'll get started on what we're doing today. And if anybody is here and is listening and wants to let me know how the audio sounds, if everything sounds okay. I did some audio tests before the stream, and it sounded fine to me, but I can't tell in the, in situ. But hopefully everything's working all right. Check my stream and make sure everything is, we seem to be running okay. No drop frames. Another thing, I have streamed before, but it's been probably 7 years, honestly, since the last time I streamed, so a lot of things are new to me, and it's going to take me a while to get into the swing of things. I appreciate your patience if you are here and watching. I'm really looking forward to it. Let me see. Updated, I think. Yep, looks like everything is good to go. Oh, let me change category and take that. There we go, that should update the game now. Alright, let's switch on over to the main screen here. There we go. Cool. So, the first... Oh, let me turn down the music a little bit. That's a little loud. I also... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so the first book in the series, we're starting at the very first one. So, the first book in the series, as you can see, is The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. So yeah, up here you can... Oh, you can't actually see my cursor on this, but up at the top, you can see this is Game Book 1, Fighting Fantasy. And this is Book 1. So, it looks like it was printed in... First published in 1982, so that's how far back we're going here. So, I'm just gonna read here how the actual game works. So let's see. How to fight creatures of the underworld. It's loud still. Before embarking on your adventure, you must first determine your own strengths and weaknesses. You can see we got the character sheet going over here. You must determine your own strengths and weaknesses. You have in your possession a sword and a shield, together with a rucksack containing provisions, food, drink for the trip. You have been preparing for your quest by training yourself in swordplay and exercising vigorously to build up your stamina. To see how effective your preparations have been, you must use a die to determine your initial skill and stamina score. Ah, okay. I have dice with me, but I didn't realize I actually needed them for this game. So, let's see. On pages 18 and 19, there's an adventure sheet. Yeah, we got that. Okay. What kind of die are we using? I'm assuming a d6? Let's see. In the adventure sheet, let's see. You may use to record the details of your adventure. On it, you will find boxes for recording your skill and stamina scores. You're advised to either record your scores on the adventure sheet in pencil or make photocopies of the page to use in future adventures. Yeah, we got that all figured out already. Skill, stamina, and luck. Roll 1 die. Add 6 to this number and enter this total in the skill box on the adventure sheet. I'm assuming it's just a d6. It doesn't really say. Add 12 to this. Yeah, it's got to be just a d6. So let's see here. We're gonna go straight. We're gonna go skill, stamina, luck. So I just rolled a 6 actually. I am using a drawing pad to mark on. Ooh. Yeah, as you can see, I'm using Krita. I need a better brush than this. I don't know what. Yeah, give me all my brushes. I just need like a pencil. Ink, there we go. That'll do. Yeah. Okay, so it says roll 1 die, add 6 to this number, and enter that total in the skill sheet. So for skill, we got 12. Perfect. Stamina, we'll roll again and add 12 to it. We get a 4, so that's not bad. For a total of 16. And luck, we will... Oh, it says roll both die. So, looks like I gotta roll another d6 as well. So we're gonna add 5 more to that 16. Oh, Lord. Terrible eraser. I'm not, like I said, I'm not artistically inclined. Oh, it's erasing the whole thing. Okay. That's what happened. So I'm not super familiar with Krita yet, but we'll get there. So, sorry, we got 9 plus, oh yeah, I guess I could, 9 plus 12 will be 21 stamina. That's still eraser. There we go. 21 stamina. And we'll do the same with luck. Roll 1 die, add 6 to this number, and the total in the luck box. Ooh, not as good. We only got a 3 that time, so we're looking at an initial luck of 9. Alright. Hopefully you guys can see the luck okay. I know it's a little bit behind the chat, but... let me move it, actually, I guess. Move it where you can see it a little better. We'll put it over here. 9. There we go. Okay, so, next. For reasons that will be explained below, skill, stamina, and luck scores change constantly during an adventure. You must keep an accurate record of these scores, and for this reason, you are advised either to write small in the boxes or to keep an eraser handy. I think we're good on that. Yeah, we'll just use like a white ink to erase instead. Let's see. For that reason, you're either advised to write small in the boxes or to keep the eraser handy, but never about your initial scores. Although you may be awarded additional skill, stamina, and luck points, these totals may never exceed your initial scores, except on very rare occasions when you will be instructed on that particular page. Okay, makes sense. Your skill score affects your skill score reflects your swordsmanship and general fighting expertise. So we got max on that, so that's good. The higher the better. The stamina score reflects your general conditioning and your will to survive, your determination, your overall fitness. We did pretty good on that. I think the max, what is it? So 24 would be the max. So we're at 21. That's good. Sorry, I keep losing my place here. Except on, yeah, your skill. Yep, yeah, there we go. The higher your stamina score, the longer you'll be able to survive. Perfect. Your luck score indicates how naturally lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in the Fantasy Kingdom, and that are facts of life in the Fantasy Kingdom you're about to explore. Perfect. Not a great score there. It's out of 12, so 9 is pretty average, slightly below. Let's see, battles. You will often come across pages in the book which instruct you to fight a creature of some sort. An option to flee may be given, but if not, or if you choose to fight the creature anyway, you must resolve the battle as described below. First, record the creature's skill and stamina scores in the first vacant monster encounter box. If I scroll down here, you can see we have the monster encounter boxes at the bottom, so we'll get to those. For now, we're just going to stick on this page because I'm sure we got a lot more to write down. But yeah, right on the first vacant encounter box on the adventure sheet, the scores for each creature are given in the book each time you have an encounter. The sequence of combat is then roll the 2 dice, so 2d6, perfect, got those. And then add its skill score, the total is the creature's attack strength, makes sense. Roll the 2 die for yourself, add the number you rolled to your current skill score, this is my attack strength. Makes total sense. If my attack strength is higher than the creature, you have wounded it. Proceed to step 4. If the creature's attack strength is higher than yours, it has wounded you. Proceed to step 5. If both attack strengths are the same, you have avoided each other's blows. Start the next attack round from step 1 above. Alright, you have, so if we wound a creature, you have wounded the creature, so subtract 2 points from its stamina score. You may use your luck here to do additional damage. See over. Step 5 is the creature has wounded you, so subtract 2 from your stamina score. So I'm going to make quick notes on the character sheet just so I don't have to scroll back to this page every time. Wound minus 2 stam. Perfect. Yeah, you can see that. Okay. Where was I? Let's see. Again, you may use luck at this stage. See over. Make the appropriate adjustments to either the creature's or your own stamina scores and your luck score if you use luck. Begin the next attack round. Repeat steps 1 through 6. The sequence continues until the stamina score of either you or the creature you are fighting has been reduced to 0, in which case you die. Alright, perfect. That makes total sense. Escaping. On some pages, you're given the option of running away from a battle should things be going badly for you. However, if you do run away, the creature automatically gets in 1 wound on you. Subtract 2 stamina points. So if you flee, you get hurt. Such is the price of cowardice. Note that you may use your luck on this wound in the normal way. You may only escape if this option is specifically given to you on that page. So keep that in mind. We can only escape if it specifically tells us. Fighting more than 1 creature. If you come across more than 1 creature in a particular encounter, the instructions on that page will tell you how to handle the battle. Sometimes you treat them as a single monster, sometimes you'll fight them each one in turn. Okay, so we'll get those instructions later. Luck. At various times during your adventure, either in battles or when you come across situations in which you could either be lucky or unlucky, again, details are given on those pages, you may call on your luck to be able to overcome more favorable. Okay. Outcome more favorable. I can't read today. Sorry about that. But beware, using your luck is a risky business, and if you are unlucky, the results could be disastrous. The procedure for using your luck is as follows. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score, you have been lucky, and the result will go in your favor. If the number you rolled is higher than your current luck, you have been unlucky and will be penalized. Great. This procedure is known as testing your luck. Each time you test your luck, you must subtract 1 point from your current luck score. Alright, let's mark that down too. Test luck minus 1 luck. Alright, cool. Thus you will soon realize that the more you rely on your luck, the more risky this will become. Makes sense? Using luck in battles. On certain pages of this book, you will be told to test your luck, and you will be told the consequences of being lucky or unlucky. However, in battles, you always have the option of using your luck either to inflict a more serious wound on a creature you have just wounded, or to minimize the effects of a wound the creature has just inflicted on you. If you have just been wounded, the creature... Sorry. If you have just wounded the creature, you may test your luck as described above. If you are lucky, you subtract the... If you're lucky, you have inflicted a severe wound. Sorry, I skipped a line. You have inflicted a severe wound and may subtract an extra 2 points from the creature's stamina score. However, if you were unlucky, the wound was a mere graze, and you must restore 1 of the creature's stamina. Instead of scoring the normal 2 points of damage, you scored 1. Make sense? If the creature has just wounded you, you may test your luck to try to minimize the wound. If you are unlucky, you have managed to avoid the full damage of the blow. Restore 1 stamina point, i.e. instead of 2 points, 1. If you are unlucky, you have taken more serious blow. Subtract 1 extra stamina point. Alright. Cool. Remember that you must subtract 1 point from your own luck score each time you test your luck. So no matter what, if we use it to influence, we have to subtract. That's totally fine. I think we understand that. So if I want, I can... Let me read over that one more time here. Yeah, so I just test my luck. You just use the normal test your luck score or rules, and depending on if I win or lose, the damage goes up or down. Totally makes sense. I don't think we need a note about that. Restoring skill, stamina, and luck. Skill. Your skill score will not change much during your adventure. Occasionally, a page may give you instructions to increase or decrease your skill score. A magic weapon may increase your skill, but remember that only 1 weapon can be used at a time. Okay. You cannot claim 2 skill bonuses for carrying 2 magic swords. Okay, so no dual wielding in this game. Your skill score can never exceed its initial value unless specifically instructed. Drinking a potion of skill will restore your skill to its initial level at any time. Okay, good to know. And I'm sure that'll be explained if we find a potion. Stamina and provisions. Your stamina score will change a lot during your adventure as you fight monsters and undertake arduous tasks. As you near your goal, your stamina level may be dangerously low, and battles may be particularly risky, so be careful. Your haversack contains enough provisions for 10 meals. You may rest and eat only when allowed by the instructions on a page, and you may eat only 1 meal at a time. Eating a meal restores 4 stamina points. Okay. Let's see. Meal plus 4 stam. There we go. Okay. And you must deduct 1. When you eat a meal, add 4 points to your stamina and deduct 1 point from your provisions, which will be down here, if you're curious. Let's see. Remember that you have a long way to go, so use your provisions wisely. That'll be good to know. Remember also that your stamina score may never exceed its initial score unless specifically instructed. Drink a potion of strength will restore your stamina to its initial level at any time. Okay, cool. Luck. Additions to your luck score are awarded through the adventure when you have been particularly lucky. Details are given on the page of the book. Remember that, as with skill and stamina, your luck score may never exceed its initial value unless specifically instructed on a page. Drinking the potion of fortune will restore your luck point, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and to its initial level at any time and increase your luck point by 1. Okay, good to know. So that one's a little different. 1 second. Equipment and potions. You will start your adventure with a bare minimum of equipment, but you may find other items during your travels. You are armed with a sword and are dressed in leather armor. Should I be writing this down? I guess so. Let's see, equipment list. Sword. Leather. Armor. I know my handwriting's terrible, Sorry. Deal with it. You have a rucksack, haversack, back. Ah, okay, so let's say rucksack, and we'll start listing stuff that we're holding in our rucksack here. Hold your provisions and any treasure you may come across. In addition, you may take 1 bottle of magical potion with you, which will aid you in your quest. You may choose to take a potion of any of the following: skill, strength, or fortune. I'm gonna go with, just to keep myself alive. Well, I do have a lot of stamina. I already have a lot of stamina, but my luck is pretty low. And that would restore my luck points and give me an initial luck. I don't care about the skill. My skill's already full. We'll deal with that if it comes to it, but it's between strength and fortune. I don't know what's more important in this game, so I'm just going to roll for it. Evens will go strength. Odds will go fortune. Sorry, I don't have a hand cam for rolling right now. I didn't know I was going to be rolling dice, so... Odd, what did I say? Odd was fortune? Okay, works for me. P of fortune. Alright. Perfect. These potions may be taken at any time during your adventure. Taking a measure of potion will restore skill, stamina, or luck scores to their initial level, and the potion of fortune will add 1 point to your initial luck score before luck is restored. Cool. Good to know, because that's the one we got. Each bottle of potion contains enough for 2 measures. So, let's say 2 out of 2 currently. I.e. the characteristic may be restored twice during your adventure. Each time it is used, make a note on your adventure sheet. Yeah. Remember that you may also choose one of the 3 potions. Remember, you may only choose one of the 3 potions to take on your trip, so choose wisely. I don't know what choosing wisely entails, considering I have not played any of these books before. Hopefully, luck is is wise. Hints on playing. There's one true way through the Warlock's dungeon, and it may take you several attempts to find it. Ooh. Make notes and draw a map as you... Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't know I was gonna have to draw maps, but we'll deal with that. Somewhere. Whoops. Again, I'm not super well versed in Krita yet, so it's gonna take me some time to figure out how to use this program. But anyway, make notes and draw a map as you explore. This map will be invaluable in future adventures and enable you to progress rapidly through unexplored sections. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Not all rooms contain treasure. Many merely contain traps and creatures, which you will no doubt fall foul of. There are many wild goose chase passages, and whilst you may indeed progress through the dungeon, you will not take the wizard's treasure unless you have picked up certain specific items on the way. Great. Several keys will be found in dungeon rooms. Only by arriving at the Warlock's treasure with the correct keys to open the chest will get you to his treasure. You can expect many frustrations in Firetop Mountain. I love that in the game, where it just tells you, expect to be frustrated. Okay. The one true way involves a minimum of risk, and any player, no matter how weak on initial dice rolls, should be able to get through fairly easy. Huh. May the luck of the gods go with you on your adventure. Huh. So, if it requires a minimum of risk, and any player, no matter how weak on initial dice rolls, should be able to get through fairly easily, that tells me I probably shouldn't go headfirst into risky encounters just because I think it might lead further into the dungeon, because that wouldn't be fairly easy, and it would be risky. So yeah, we'll see what happens. There's the adventure sheet. We got that. Is there anything on this adventure sheet that... No. Okay. Rumors. Only looks like we're actually getting started here. So, rumors. Only a foolhardy adventurer would embark upon such a perilous quest without first finding out as much as possible about the mountain and its treasures. Before your arrival at the foot of Firetop Mountain, you spend several days with the townsfolk of the local village, some 2 days' journey from the base. Being a likable sort of person, you found it easy to get on with the local peasants. Although they told you many stories about the mysterious Warlock sanctuary, you could not feel sure about that all, or indeed any, of these were based on fact. The villagers had seen many adventurers pass through on their way to the mountain, but very few had returned. The journey ahead was extremely dangerous, and you knew for certain. Of those who returned to the village, none contemplated going back to Firetop Mountain. There seemed to be some truth in the rumor that the Warlock's treasure was stored in a magnificent chest with 2 locks, and the keys to these locks were guarded by various creatures within the dungeon. The Warlock himself was a sorcerer of great power. Some describe him as old, others as young. Some said his power came from an enchanted deck of cards, while others from the silky black gloves that he wore. Alright. The entrance to the mountain was guarded by a pack of warty-faced goblins, stupid creatures fond of their food and drink. It's funny how old this book is that they're explaining to me what goblins are. Towards the inner chambers, the creatures become more fearsome. To reach the inner chambers, you would have to cross a river. The ferry service was regular, but the ferrymen enjoyed a good barter. So you should save a gold piece for the trip. Okay. I'm going to make a note. Save 1 gold. For boat. Alright. Let's see. The locals also encourage you to keep a good map of your wanderings, for without a map, you would end up hopelessly lost within the mountain. Great. Okay. Good. When it finally came to your day of leaving, the whole village turned out to wish you a safe journey. I was there for like 2 days. These villagers need like a hobby or something. Tears came to the eyes of many of the women, young and old alike. What? You couldn't help wondering, were they tears of sorrow shed by eyes which would never see you alive again? I don't know these people! Alright, now turn over. Yay! Okay, here we go. Actually, give me 1 second. I will be right back, and then we will actually get started on the adventure. Alright, sorry about that. I am still just getting over, I had COVID, like last week, so I'm still getting over that, so sorry if my voice sounds a little funny. It's going to anyway, because as you can probably tell, I am using a voice changer, which I'm going to be totally upfront about. Yeah, anyway. I'll go into more of that later when I get into all the stuff I'm doing to run the channel so far. But yeah. I probably sound a little stuffy. That's why. I apologize. But let's get started. The steep face in front of you looks to have been savaged by the claws of some gargantuan beast. Sorry, these scans are a little bit blurry, so they're a little bit hard to read. At least this deck down here was. I don't know. 1. At last, your 2-day hike is over. You unsheath your sword and lay it on the ground and sigh with relief as you lower yourself down onto the mossy rocks to sit for a moment's rest. You stretch and rub your eyes and finally look at Firetop Mountain. The mountain itself looks menacing. The steep face in front of you looks to have been savaged by the claws of some gargantuan beast. Okay, guess I didn't need to read that. Sharp rocky crags jut out at unnatural angles. At the top of the mountain, you can see the eerie red coloring, probably some strange vegetation. How the hell do I know that? Which has given the mountain its name. Perhaps no one will ever know exactly what grows up there, as climbing the peak must surely be impossible. Your quest lies ahead of you. Across the clearing is a dark cave entrance. You pick up your sword, get to your feet, and consider what dangers may lie ahead of you. But with determination, you thrust the sword home into its scabbard and approach the cave. You peer into the gloom and see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. You light your lantern and step warily into the blackness. Cobwebs brush your face, and you hear the scurrying of tiny feet, rats most likely. You set off into the cave. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. Will you turn west, turn to 71, or east, turn to 278? Alright. Before I actually choose, I want to make a map. Could I? What's the easiest way to... If I scroll in here... Yeah, it's gonna be really pixelated. So if I probably should have figured this out before, but what are you gonna do? That's like not even drawing now. Okay. Yeah, we'll deal with the pixelation, I think, because honestly, I'm not gonna draw like a detailed map. So we come into the cave. We have a T-junction, right? So this goes to, was it 71 or 278? Probably should write that a little bigger, but whatever. We'll deal with it. Okay. I just want to have somewhere I can go to, like, see that as a map. And I could add another page, but I have not set that up currently. And I don't want to mess around with Krita right now because, again, I'm not super familiar with the program, and I'm afraid I'm going to screw things up. Alright. How many provisions do I start with, by the way? Did I read that anywhere? Because I did not write that down. 10, that's right. 10 days of provisions, so we'll say... Knock this back up a little bit. Alright. Big. Yeah. Okay. So, 10 days of provisions. Perfect. So, west or east? Let's go west. We'll go to... Turn to 71. Turn the music down a little bit. Hopefully the music's alright. Okay, so 71. That's not page 71, it looks like. It looks like it's just, like, section 71. So, let's find 71. There is a right-hand turn to the north of the passage. Cautiously, you approach a sentry post to the on the corner, and as you look, you can see a strange goblin-like creature. Oh yeah, that's actually what that picture is. I wasn't looking at the picture because I didn't know if it was corresponding to this, but a strange goblin-like creature in leather armor asleep at his post. You try to tiptoe past him, test your luck. If you're lucky, he does not wake up and remains snoring loudly. Turn to 301. If you're unlucky, you step on with a crunch on some loose ground and his eyes flick open. Turn to 248. Alright. Good to know. So, we'll test our luck. So, if I remember right, let me scroll back up here. I guess I should have made more notes. But we'll get there. It's just going to take some time to get into the swing of it. So, yeah. So, using, let's see. I think it's 2d6, right? And then if it's... Yeah, roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal to or less than your current luck score, you have been lucky. Okay. So roll 2d6. And I got a 3. So that's definitely below my luck score. But we have to remember that whenever you test your luck, no matter what, it's going to go down to, let's see. I guess we'll put like a box around this to indicate that these are the initial values. Because I don't really want to like mark through them. So we're down to 8. Okay. We're down to 8 luck, but we did succeed. Let's go back to number 71. Perfect. And then that's going to turn... Yep, so we go down to 301 is our next one. Let's see here. There we go. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there's a rough cut wooden door. You listen at the door and can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Did I go to the right one? Because, yeah, there's a creature snoring. It's the goblin. Let me go back. Let me make sure I read that right, because maybe it was like 302 or something. I think it's 301. Yeah, 301. Okay. So... Sorry if the scrolling is a bit annoying. I don't have a better way to jump in between pages. These pages are not listed in this PDF. They're not listed like by what's on the page, so I can't really know without scrolling where I'm going. Anyway, so 301. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there's a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door, and you can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature. Do you want to open the door? If so, turn to 82. If you wish to press northward, turn to 208. Alright. I feel like... You know what? I'm just going to draw a temporary map right here, like right at the bottom of the equipment list, and then I can move it later if I need to like list more equipment stuff. So, entrance was here, this way, 71 is here, and it was like 278? Yeah, 278. Can't believe I can actually read that. 278. And we chose this way, and it said at the left side of the passage there is a door, which is 82 here, and then the passage continues northward, which is 208. Whoops, can't really read that. 208. Okay. Hopefully you can see that map a little more. I know it's terrible. For the next time we play Fighting Fantasy, I'll have a better place to do maps and probably set up a hand cam for rolling dice too. But yeah, I think we're gonna go through the door. So we're gonna go back to 82. Sorry, I got distracted by the music for a second. 82. Okay, so that's for 84. We're not gonna read that. But 82. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table on which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Asleep on a straw mattress in the far corner of the room is a short, stocky creature with an ugly, warty face. The same sort of creature that you found asleep at the sentry post. He must be the guard for the night watch. You may either return to the corridor and press on northwards, turn to 208, or creep into the room and try to take the box without waking the creature up. If you want to try and steal the box, test your luck. If you're lucky and he does not wake up, turn to 147. If you're unlucky, turn to 33. Look, I didn't come here to be a coward. So, we're definitely testing our, our luck. Even though it's bad. But we're gonna try it. We did well last time. Plus, you know, fighting's fun. So, we'll see. Hey, that's not bad. I got a 6. So, we gotta remember to come in here. I'll mark through that. And that's the only way to mark through it. Okay, so we're down to 7 luck. But we were successful. So, turn to 147. Apparently we're really sneaky, I guess. I do feel like I should be using my skill to, like, stab these creatures. Maybe. You leave the room and open the box in the passage, and you find a single gold piece and a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. You keep the coin and release the mouse, which scurries off down the passage. Gain 2 luck points and turn to... Hey! We were extremely lucky twice, so we got rewarded. Nice. Okay. Again, we're gonna use... We'll just use this to kind of erase. I will, again, I'll have a better setup later. This is all work in progress right now, so... Okay, so we're back up to 9, and we have 1 gold. Let's see, 1 gold. Okay. Perfect. And the mouse scurried down the hall, and we get to go to 2-8, so we keep going, which we would have done anyway. But we got 1 gold out of it for free, which apparently we need for the boat. So that's good to know. Gets a half, so we'll save that gold for later. 208. Perfect, here we go. Further up the passage along the west wall, you see another door. Alright. So, further up, see another door. And this door... You listen at the door and hear nothing. If you want to try to open the door, it's 397. If you want to continue northwards, it's 363. 397 or 363 if we continue up. Okay. I'm just gonna explore as much as I can right now, I think. So we'll go to 397. Let's see here. Again, I apologize if this scrolling really fast is bothersome. I think we listened to this song already, didn't we? Weird. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. I have like 8 hours of music on this playlist and it played the same song. Okay. Where's that going? 397. The map is actually nice to know the numbers I'm looking at. Without having to scroll back up. 397. Oh. Okay. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There is a stale smell in there. In the center of the room is a makeshift wooden table on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box. In the far corner of the room is a straw mattress. You may either open the box or leave the room. I mean, we're opening the damn box, right? So... yeah, we're opening the box. Sorry, I forgot what number already. 240. Okay, cool. Let's see. 240. A bit more. There we go. Oh, good. The box is light, but something rattles within. Ah! Sorry. You open the lid and a small snake darts out and bites at your wrist. You must fight the snake. Ah, shit. Okay, well, guess we're fighting a damn snake. I probably should have just left. You know, I probably should have tested my luck again. Not in the game sense, but, you know, opening another box that I randomly found in this dungeon. The other one also had an animal in it, so apparently these people are keeping animals in boxes. That's kind of messed up. Anyway, oh, the artwork's really nice too. I do want to kind of, like, if we see it, I want to kind of give like a special attention to the artwork, because a lot of this artwork is what inspired FromSoft. At least from what I've seen certain creatures and things that really look like things from Elden Ring and Dark Souls. So yeah, I wanna pay special attention. This is a leather, dude. That's so messed up. I just realized this is a snake skin box that they're keeping the snake in. That's actually messed up. No wonder he's pissed. All right, let's fight. Let's fight a snake. Okay, so we roll 2, add our skill, and then do the same for the snake. I don't know who goes first, and I don't know if it matters, so we'll let that snake go first. Ooh, double 1, snake eyes. Actually, legitimately, I promise. Double 1s, and he gets... So he's rolled a 7. It's literally impossible for me to lose, but for the sake of it, I'll roll anyway. I got double 6s! What the hell? I didn't know I owned loaded dice. Okay. So I got a 24 to the snake's 7, so I win, and the snake takes 2 stamina damage, which means it dies. It only had 2 stamina. So, am I gonna... Okay. Let's see. So we turn to 145. That was insane, by the way. The snake eyes to double 6s. This is crazy. The box has fallen to the ground during your fight with the snake, and out of it has fallen a bronze-colored key with the number 99 carved on it. You may take the key with you, note it in your equipment list, and leave the room. Add 1 luck point. Haha. I can't. I can't add a luck point because I did not try my luck, and I'm at max. So I have no... When it says add a luck point, as we read earlier, you can't go above your max unless you take the potion, which will then push you above your max, but... that's awesome. So we got a key. Key 99. Perfect. And as we read earlier, we need 2 keys to get through the chest at the end. So that's got to be one of them, or maybe it's a key to something else. But I'm gonna assume that it's a key to that. And then we go to 363, which is just going further north of the passage. We've already written that on our map here. Yeah, it looks like you can't see my cursor, so, yeah, right here, we're going north up the passage. So what did I say, 363? Scroll on down. Okay, further up the passage on the west wall, you see another similar door. There's a lot of just doors to the west, I guess. Okay. So we'll go further up, and another door here. You listen at the door and grimace to hear the worst singing you've ever heard in your life. Do you want to go in the room and investigate the hideous din, or walk on up the passage? So this is 370 or 42 to continue up the passage. I'm gonna change this to 208, and there we go. Get rid of that. It's just to make it a little clearer for myself. And I'm also going to get rid of this. I believe that was 82. But the reason I want to do that is so I can draw another door symbol here. I'll put a little question mark because I forgot to look. Okay, cool. So for the most part, we have that down. I'm definitely going in the door, because I gotta figure out what's... Maybe if I compliment this bad singing, they'll give me another key or something. Who knows? 370. Let's see. The door opens to reveal a small room. The room is dirty and unkempt. A straw mattress lies in one corner. These are all just bedrooms along this corridor. In the center of the room is a wooden table upon which a candle burns, lighting the room with its flickering flame. A small box rests under the table. Seated around the table are two small creatures with warty skin dressed in leather armor. They are drinking some sort of grog, and by the way they stagger to their feet on your arrival, you assume they are very drunk. And here are the super drunk goblins. Seated around the table, you see, two small creatures with warty skin dressed in leather armor. This is really nice artwork. I really love, like, old school RPG artwork. A lot of it's really good. If you've ever seen the book Dungeon Crawl Classics, it has a lot of really great artwork that looks like this, but it's a little bit more modern, because I think that book's only like 10 years old or so, something like that. Anyway, you may either draw your sword and leap forward at them, or slam the doors quickly and run on up the passage. I want whatever's in that box. And there's two creatures in it. Well, it did say with... I think I'm going to do it anyway, but if I was strictly trying to get to the very end without, like, exploring and stuff, or without seeing as much of the book as I could, I would probably leave, because of the tip it gave me earlier, saying that you know, with a small amount of resistance and it should be fairly easy. These are two creatures in here. I know they're drunk, but they probably don't have a key or something that's required. But they may have something I want. They could have, like, a magical sword that can make it easier or whatever. So, yeah, we're gonna go to 116. That's the wrong direction. 116. Two drunken orcs. Oh, shoot. They are not goblins. They're orcs. Okay. They kind of suck, though. Two drunken orcs you now face are obviously startled at your entrance, and as quickly as they are able, they fumble around for their weapons. You must attack each one in turn. Their drunkenness allows you to add 1 point to your dice roll when rolling to work out your attack strength during each attack round. If you win this battle, turn to 378. If you wish to escape during this battle, you may do so by turning to 42. Okay, well, we're not doing that. Because that's going to give me a wound. I'll have to take 2 stamina damage. But we'll go for the first orc first, obviously. So I'll roll for them. Ooh, that's actually really good. 9 plus 5. It's going to give me 14. But I only have to get a 2 to tie. In which case, I think neither one of us takes damage. We just go again. But, I got a 6, so 18. We're going to do 2 stamina damage to that guy. I just need a place to mark this. Oh, wait. Yes, I do need a place to mark this, but we have one already. It's literally on the character sheet. Okay. So 5 and 4, 5 and 5. Work 1, work 2. Okay. So we deal 2 stamina damage to this guy. Boom. He is down to 2. And then we have to attack the other guy. So he rolls and gets, double 1s again. Not great. Literally can't lose. Okay. I got a 7. So this guy is kind of screwed. He's down to 3. Thing is, he's going to take another round to kill, because I can only do 2 stamina damage per turn. But we'll go back to the first orc, because it says you have to attack them in turn. He got a 10, so he got a 15. Really good roll. Still shouldn't be very difficult for me to win, though. What did I say? I got a 15, I got 4, so I got a 16. So I win that. And he's dead. Rip. Okay. The other guy gets a 5, so he gets a 10. I can't lose, but for the sake of it, we'll roll. I got an 8, so we got a 20 total, which is going to take him down to 2. Or, whoops, actually, going to take him down to 1. Okay. I could use a luck point, and I could test my luck and just try to kill him. But honestly, they're so easy, I don't think it's worth it, really. Especially when I have a really high skill, but relatively low luck. So, I think we'll just roll again for the orc. Got a 6, 11. I literally can't lose again, but we'll roll. I got a 10, so we're looking at 22. That orc is dead. Rip. Okay. If you win the battle, go to 378. Perfect. We'll go back up here. 378. Alright. You wipe your bloodied sword on the mattress. The green blood leaves a slimy stain on the straw. Alright. Why? That's just, like, I've come... Am I the baddie? I've come into their house, murdered them, and then wiped their blood on the mattress. Just to be like, if anybody wants to use this mattress later, nah. Alright. Let's see. Stepping over the bodies towards the table, you flinch at the foul smell of the creatures. You pick up the box from under the table and examine it. Let's see. Small wooden box. It is a small wooden box with crude hinges. The name Frigo de Maggio. De Maggio? I don't know. Is inscribed on a brass name plate on the lid. If you wish to open the box, turn to 296. If you decide to leave it behind and leave the room, turn to 42. Well, I'm not leaving it behind. If I had free reign as a regular RPG in this situation, I would not open the box, but I would not leave it behind. I would take it with me because my thought is that there's somebody like with this name somewhere in the dungeon that maybe is like a... This doesn't seem like an orc name to me. So, it seems like maybe there's like a prisoner that this was taken off of, and I could give it to them without opening it for some goodwill. But since I have to open it or leave it behind, I'm gonna open it, because maybe, again, maybe there's something in it that I could give to a prisoner or something like that for goodwill. Or maybe it just has a... Well, it's just a small wooden box, so I doubt it has a wooden magic sword in it. But... so we're going to 260 or 296. Eventually, I'm gonna have to stop opening boxes I find on our tables, though. Wait, I lost the number already. Sorry. Where'd that go? I don't even remember what number I was on before. Oh my god. Here we go. Let me go back. Here we are. Yeah. 296. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was 269. 296. The box contains a small leather-bound book. What? Stop. What are you doing? Entitled Making and Casting Dragonfire. You open the books and begin to read. Fortunately, it's written in your own language, and so it's probably not understood by the orcs. Otherwise, this treasure would certainly not be as loosely guarded as it is. The book is written in a tiny handwriting by Farago di Maggio. Again, sorry, my pronunciation is terrible. In it, he tells the story of his life work, the creation of the Dragonfire spell with which to fight evil dragons. You read how, in his last years, Farigo. We'll go with Farigo. Finally perfected his spell, but by then was too old to make use of it. So he completed his book, locked it in this chest, and hid it in the depths of Firetop Mountain. afraid that it might fall into the wrong hands. The last page reads, "And so you, who hold this book, you have my life's work in your hands. The power of destruction is yours if you wish it, but do not waste it. Unless you use the spell for the purpose for which it was intended, you shall be consumed by evil itself and die by the fire from your own hands. Remember, only when the dragon breathes its fire at you should you raise your arms and say, Ikil Irif." What? Sorry. Ikil Irif, Ikam Irif Dimagio. That says fire like, fire make, fire. If you read those backwards. Dimagio, I don't think it. Anyway. You say these words slowly and softly. Suddenly the page appears to glow, and as the glow disappears, so do the words on the page of the book. You repeat the spell to yourself and memorize it and leave the room. Okay. So I don't actually have the book, but I have the knowledge of the book. I'm just gonna make like a little note over here saying like, yeah, Dimagio fire thing. Okay, turn to 42. So we just continue northward. You eventually arrive at the end of the passage. There's a three-way junction. You may turn either. Okay, so we'll come further up. There's a three-way junction, so here, and it continues north. So you're in the north-south passage. Oh, north-south passage. To go north, turn to 350. 350. Actually, just for consistency's sake, we'll say 354 to go north. To go south, turn to 52. Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing. I was reading 43. Either turn to the west or towards the east. Oh, it's a three-way junction, so not north. Okay, gotcha. For some reason, when it said three-way, I thought it meant I could go three directions. Not. There's only three directions, so I can go east or west, essentially. So if you want to go west, turn to 257, go this way, or 113, go this way. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going back east, because I went west coming in, so I'm hoping it'll, like, kind of make a circle, so I can go, explore the part that I didn't before if I go this way. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go to 113. You arrive at another junction in the passage. Alright. You may either go northwards or continue eastwards. Oh, so it has a situation here like that. So let me make that a little bigger. Okay, so if I want to go northwards, it's 285 to go up, or 78 to go east. Again, I want to kind of make that circle, so I think I'm going to go east again instead of going north more. So that's 78. Well, Oh, you can't see my cursor, but I was looking at this dragon. I was like, well, we got something to deal with him if we come upon him, I guess. 78. Let's see. Oh, it starts here. The passage ends at a solid wooden door with metal hinges. Listening at the door, you hear strange mutterings and the clattering of what could be pots and pans. Whatever is in there, there are several of them. Do you want to go through the door, turn to 159, or turn back? Alright, we'll put like a little thing here, and then like the door symbol. Let's see. We go through the door, which is 159, or turn back. Well, it did warn me that there are several of them in there. I don't know. Again, you know what? I didn't come here to be a coward. So far, everything's pretty easy to fight, and I have a ridiculous skill level. So let's go through the door. Turn to 159. Hmm. $159. Okay, so you open the door into a large room, which can only be the dining room of the same warty-faced creatures you now recognize. Sitting around a large table, are 5 orcs busily drinking and dribbling their bowls of rat gizzard soup. Oh, you know what? For some reason, just now I realized I did not add anything extra to those rolls before for them being drunk, but that's okay. Anyway, all are involved in a rowdy argument as to who will get to chew the rat bones left in the large soup cauldrons, so they do not see you enter. You may be bold and prepare to attack them, turn to 365, or you may not relish the prospect of taking on 5 of these creatures and try to escape. If you wish to leave the room, test your luck. If you're lucky, you get out without noticing. There is no penalty for escaping. If you are unlucky, they notice you. Prepare to battle, turn to 365. I don't think I want to... I don't want to lose a luck point, because my luck is relatively low. I have a high skill, and I only have to take them one at a time. Well, maybe. I guess it's going to tell me how to fight them. But I think, with my stats, I think it's best if I just fight them. So we're going to turn to 365. It's just going to be down here, because it's like 500 or 400 in the book. Okay, cool. So we have a lot of stats here. That's okay. We'll come on down here. Should I erase? No, it said put it in the next available one. So if I run out of like encounters, we'll figure it out later. The first orc has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 4. Second one has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 3. 6 and 4 for this one. 5 and 2. And then a 4 and a 4. Okay. Alright. I'm just working out how many rounds each of these can live. So, all of them will survive at least 1 round, except for orc number 4. So, this is 2. That is not a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can escape during the battle if I feel like it's going very poorly, but I will take some damage, so we're gonna keep that in mind. But let's go. Let's start. So this one has a skill of 6, and I rolled 2 dice, and they got a 4 and a 1 or 4 and a 3. So they're at 13. They're at 13. I literally can't fail this because I can't get less than 2. But I got an 8, which will take us to 20, which means they get 2 damage. Perfect. I might use some luck on this one, just not this particular one, but maybe the one that has 3, just so I can do an extra damage if I test my luck. Anyway, they got a 4, so a 9. I can't lose. I got a 4. So, yeah. I mean, worst case scenario with the 3 one, I lose a point, and I lose a point of luck, and they only take 1 damage. But the next time I damage them, they would take 2, so it doesn't matter. So yes, I'm gonna use a point of luck on this. My current luck is 9. So I just need to roll under a 9 on these 2 dice. Which I did not. Ooh. That's the first bad roll I've had so far. So, whoops. So we'll mark that out and go 1. And then I need to come up here and do an 8 here. Okay. So, oops. I meant that he only took 1 damage, not that he has 1 left. There we go. So you have 2 stamina left. But again, that doesn't matter. Honestly, it was either they die or it didn't matter. So, really, all I lost was 1 luck point, which I was going to lose either way. So, it's fine. The next guy has a skill of 6 and got 2 6s. Ooh. So, he's got 18. 18 skill. Alright, let's see if I can beat that. I rolled an 8, so yes, I still beat that. Okay, perfect. So this one goes down to 2. Okay. This one rolled a 5, so they get a 10. I can't lose, but we'll roll anyway. I also got a 5. They are dead. Rip. Next one only got a 4, but they rolled a 10, so they got a 14. I could tie if I roll Snake Eyes, but I did not. I got an 8, so they go down to 2, and we're back up to the top with the 6 skill one. They got a 6, so they got a 12. I can't lose, but again, I'm just gonna roll for the sake of it. I got a 10, so they are dead. Rip. Okay. That one got an 8, so has a 13. I got a 9, so I don't feel like doing the math, but they're dead. I feel like I got so lucky getting 12 skill. Like, I mean, it's also very early in, and I'm just fighting orcs. I'm sure there's tougher enemies later. I mean, there's a dragon. We saw a picture of a dragon. But yeah, fighting 5 orcs and not taking any damage so far by myself, seems like I'm a little OP with that roll. But they got an 8. The 6 skill, the third orc there, the second one down in the second column. So 8. Sorry, I blanked out. They got a 14. I just got to roll. Ooh, we almost tied, but I got a 3, so I got a 15 total. So they are dead, and rip. Honestly, this other orc should run away, but you know, we're going by the book. So they got a 4, plus 4, so 8. I can't lose, but I only got a 3. But still, if I had my skill, it's better. So rip. Okay, cool. Nice. So that's 5 orcs dead. Let's scroll on back up here. Where'd that go? If you win the battle, go to 183. Alright, I can do that. 1. That's too far. 183. You search the bodies of the dead orcs and find only a few teeth, nails, bones, and knives in their pocket. You search the cupboards around the room but find only crude bowls, plates, and spoons. But under the serving hatch, you find a thin leather case half a meter long. You may open the case or leave it behind and walk out of the door. You are proud of your victory and may add 1 skill and 5 stamina points. It says I can add them, but it says it'll be very specific when I can go above my base. I have not taken any skill or stamina damage, so I'm just going to leave it where it is. If you know for sure that that is wrong, feel free to let me know, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Okay, cool. So I'm proud of my victory, and I found a weird case that is half a meter long. I'm definitely opening it, obviously. Like, what's going to be in there? A snake? Okay. So, 266. The case opens easily, and you find a magnificent bow and 1 silver arrow. An inscription on the case says, "The giver of sleep to those who never can." You put the bow, arrow, and case in your pack and leave the room, but you may eat provisions first and add 1 luck point. When it says, okay, when it says I can eat provisions, I'm in a kitchen and there's like a bunch of like shit around, right? Like there's a bunch of food. Does it mean I can eat 1 of my provisions? Because presumably I can always eat 1 of my provisions to gain some stamina back, right? Or whatever. So I'm thinking it means that I can just eat provisions for free, right? Which will give me a luck point. Which will give me my luck point back. So I can go back up to 9. I don't actually know if that's true or not. Okay, I'm going to say it is. I know it's probably gross orc food, but seeing as it specifically said I'm in a kitchen, like in the dining area, I'm assuming that I can find food in here to eat and then leave. So, if you want to say that's rigged or whatever, if that's not correct, it's fine. I'm probably not going to win this one anyway, but who knows, maybe with that skill. So I'm going to say that I'm back up to 9 and I have a giver. I'm going to say giver of sleep. I'm going to call it the giver of sleep. 1 arrow. Sorry, my handwriting's terrible here. It's relatively small on my screen, so. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I just realized I have an actual potion section, so. Fortune. 2. Oops. 2 out of 2. I'll just leave it there for now. Anyway. Put the bow, arrow, and case in your pack. Yep. Cool. So I have a bow now, and I can go to 237. Which I'm curious about, because that's not on my map. So what is 237? You move swiftly down the passage and arrive at the junction. Turn northwards this time. Go to 2. Okay, cool. Go to 285. Alright, so that's what it was. Go backwards and go to 285. You see a well-used door on the right hand east. Hey, I actually knew that because I'm drawing. So that's this passage here. You see a well-used door on the right-hand side of the passage. So here. With your ear on the keyhole, you listen to hear a man screaming for help from inside. Will you open the door or walk on? Well, there's a dude inside screaming for help. I'm not just gonna walk away. Be rude. So that's 213. 213. The door is locked. You may try to charge it down by rolling 2 dice. If the dice rolled is equal to or less than your skill score, the door bursts open. Turn to 36. If the number is greater than your skill score, the door remains closed and you lose 1 stamina point for bruising your shoulder and must progress up the passage. Well, I'm obviously going to roll to try to knock the door down. So, because my skill score is extremely high. In fact, the number rolled is equal to or less than your skill, and I'm just rolling 2 dice. So I literally can't not knock the door down, but we'll see. I did. I rolled a 12. I'm kind of glad I did that because I rolled 2 6s, so I rolled a 12. But it says equal to or greater, equal to or less than your skill. Sorry, the door burst down. So just barely, but it did burst down. So we go to 36. Sorry, I forgot to mark this on my map. So this is 213. Okay. And then I go to 36. Alright. Oh god. That's horrifying. I haven't read the description yet, but I saw that this was what's in the room. This is awful. What is this? Okay, the locked door bursts open and a nauseating stench hits your nostrils. Inside the room is a floor covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you screaming. His beard is long and gray, and he's waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or is this some kind of trap? You may either shout at him to try to calm him down, turn to 263, or draw your sword and attack him. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. We're gonna yell at him. We're gonna shout at him, try to get him to calm down. I mean, what's the worst that happens? He attacks me anyway. So, 263. 260. Oh, here we go. You shout, "You're freed, old man!" at the top of your voice. Instantly, his ranting cease. He stops dead in his tracks and sinks into the floor, weeping loudly. As he gradually composes himself, he thanks you many times. You talk with him in the hope of discovering some of the secrets of the mountain, and he begins to tell his story. Many years ago, he was an adventurer like you, in search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into his solitary cell as a sort of pet for the creatures. You ask whether he would like to accompany you into the mountain, but he simply wants to leave and see the world again. You ask him for advice, and he says he knows little. He advises you to pay your respects to the boatman. He tells you that you must pull the right-hand lever on the wall ahead to open the iron gate to the end of the passage. Okay. I have to make a note of that. Pull lever at end of passage. What do I want to call this passage? 285? 286? Yeah, 285. Into passage 285. Okay. You also learn that the keys to the boathouse are guarded by a man and his dog. You shake hands, leave the room, and go your separate ways. Add 1 luck. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter about the provisions earlier, because I would have got the luck back now, and it hasn't mattered. So, either way, whether I was supposed to eat a provision or not, I think it's fine. So, you pull the right-hand lever on the wall ahead to open the iron gate at the end of the passage. Okay. You also learned the keys to the boathouse. Boat. Keys. Guarded by man and dog. Okay. Turn to 314. 314. Further the passage, you see a door in the east wall. You listen hard, but you can hear no sound. Do you want to enter there? Or do you want to open the door to investigate? If so, turn to 223. Okay, say it's on the east again. Let's see, in the east wall, yeah. So another one here, which is going to be 223, or walk further up the passage, it's 300. We're going in the room. I want to investigate. So 223. I'm gonna investigate pretty much everything, I think, as a first off. So 220. What the hell? Okay. Sorry, this giant rat's really distracting me. Let's see, 223. What? What? Why? 223, turn to 198. Just tell me to turn to 198 then. What the heck? Wait, what? Wait, what was I looking at? Oh, that was 233. Okay. Sorry. The door is firmly locked. You may try to force it open, turn to 53, or you may continue along the passage. We're gonna try to force it open, always. 53. Also, where did that artwork go of that dude? Because I meant to take a closer look. Anyway, what was I going to? Was it 32? No, it was not. Okay, sorry, I keep losing track of numbers. It would be a little easier if I was like in a book and could like mark my places and stuff, but I have to keep going back if I lose the number I'm looking for. 53, not 35 or whatever I said. 53. Okay. 53. You charge at the door, hitting it squarely with your shoulder. Roll 2 dice. If the number you rolled is less than or equal to your skill, the door opens. If the number exceeds your skill score, the door shutters. Okay, yep, same thing as before. I literally can't lose this, but that's fine. I rolled a 7, which is lower than my skill. It opens. We go to 155. The door splits along its length. Ooh. The door splits along its length and you can wrench the timbers apart to let yourself in. A torch hangs from one wall, lighting up the small armory room stocked with swords, shields, helmets, daggers, breastplates, and the like. You examine the weaponry and find nothing appearing superior to your own sword. Great. However, a circular iron shield with a golden crescent is at its center catches your eye. You pick it up and feel its weight in your arm. If you wish to take the shield, it will aid you in battles by helping you fend off wound damage inflicted by a creature on you. If, in future, during a battle in which you are using the shield, a creature wounds you, you may throw 1 die. If you roll a 6, the creature inflicts only 1 point of damage instead of 2. If for some reason the creature would normally only inflict 1 point of damage, then a successful roll of 6 would mean no damage is done. However, the shield is heavy, and you will have to leave behind 1 item of equipment to be able to carry it. I don't have anything to leave behind. I would have to leave behind, like, my armor or something. I have a key, the Giver of Sleep, a potion, armor, and a sword. That's a really good shield, man. What happens if I leave my armor? Like, what happens if I just take my armor off and throw it in the floor? I don't even know if I can do that. I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that. What am I at? I'm at... It was 155 I was supposed to come to, right? Yeah, because it person. Okay. For some reason I was thinking it was 156, but no. This artwork is also super cool. Oh, there's like a glaive in there. What else do we have? We've got like some scale mail over here. Sorry, I realize you can't actually see. Oh, maybe you can. Weirdly, only if I use my drawing pad, not my mouse. That's very strange. But yeah, you can see like some what I think is scale mail over here. There's like one of those shields that you can use like with a short spear, so it's got like a little cutout in it. We got a glaive over here. Oh, another one of those like figure 8 kind of shields. I forget what they're called. A few short swords over here. Yeah, that's really neat. I think there's some like gloves and things over here. Spears. That helmet has a knife in it. Not very effective, I think. Yeah, that's awesome. I really like I said this earlier, but I really love this like this like I don't know what to call it. It's just like old school RPG art. Like it's very like fine lined, like shaded. I don't know. It's really neat. I really like it. Anyway, I don't think I can leave anything unless I leave the bow, which I don't know what it does. It doesn't do anything for me unless but I'm sure if I have it, I can like give it to someone or something. There's no way it does nothing. So the question is if I want it or this sweet shield. And the other question is, I'm gonna mark down what number I'm on real quick, just so I know, because I'm gonna look back up at the top under equipment and see what happens if I just don't have leather armor. Yeah, you're armed with a sword and are dressed in leather armor. It doesn't say anything about being able to take it off or change it. Also, while I'm here, I'm gonna read this like provision thing real quick. Contains enough provision for 10 meals. You may rest and eat only when allowed by the instructions on a page. Ah, okay. So I was supposed to use a provision. I could mark it off now, but I'm not going to because right after that, like I said, I got a stamina point back, so it didn't matter anyway. I guess I would have lost a provision, but I was playing to how I understood it, so I'm gonna say it's fine. Because I don't think I would have done it if I knew it would cost a provision, because there's easier ways to get your luck back. Yeah, so I don't think I can drop anything. I don't think I can get rid of any equipment because I don't have anything to get rid of except for the bow, which I'm not gonna do. So yeah, so we're on 155. I love it. That shield is really good. Like, it seems really good. But I don't think it's yeah, I don't feel right dropping the bow to grab it, so I'm gonna leave it, which honestly really bothers me, but that's okay. Leave the room, continue up the corridor, go to 300. Okay, can do. On the east wall of the passage, you see another door. This time it's made of solid metal. Alrighty. Let's see. Sorry. Listening at the door, you hear the sound of tortured screams coming from within. If you want to try to open the door, turn to 102. If you decide to go up the corridor, go to 303. We're going to 102. Maybe, I wonder if it's going to be like 3 dice and if it's under your thing. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to handle this. But, yeah, let's see. 102. The door is not locked and opens. Oh, okay. The room in front of you seems to be a small torture chamber with various torture devices around the walls. In the center of the room, 2 small hunchback creatures are having their fiendish way with a dwarf, who is tied to a hook in the ceiling by his wrists. The 2 hunchbacks are poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. The dwarf lets out a final scream and falls silent, his eyes closed. His captors make disappointed noises and look around angrily at you as if you were the fault the dwarf has collapsed. You must act quickly. Will you close the door and continue up the corridor? Draw your sword and turn to fight the creatures, or stride over the dwarf, give him a jab with your sword, and put on an evil laugh for the torture. No, I'm not gonna go over and stab the dwarf. What the hell? No, I'm definitely gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him. I assume these are goblins. Turn to 19. Okay. Give me 1 second. Alright. So, yeah, these 2 evil creatures are goblins. They attack you one at a time. Whoops. Sorry. I keep forgetting that scrolling in Krita is zooming in and out, not scrolling up and down. Are these goblins? These goblins are hardier than the orcs. That's crazy. It's old school stuff for you, I guess. They're not necessarily stronger, but they're hardier for sure. So that's 1. That's 2. They attack you one at a time. That's poor planning. Anyway, first goblin, they got a 6, so they got an 11. They can't hit me, but I'm gonna roll anyway. I got an 8. Perfect. Here's the question: do I use a luck point to take this one down to 2 points so I can kill it next turn? Yeah, I'll do that. I've got a 9 right now, so I've got to roll under 9. I got a 6, so that will make this 3 points instead of 2. So you're down to 2 points of stamina left. But I do have to mark that I have 8 luck left. Perfect. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, cool. Okay. So the second one, an 8. So they got a 13. I can't really miss, but I got a 7. That'll take them down to 4. Because it's an even number, it's gonna take 3 rounds to kill them, but I would have to use 2. Yeah, I'd have to use 2 luck points to get them in 2 turns, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Back to this guy. Oh, he rolled a 2 6s, so 12 plus 5, 17. So it's very possible that I could actually get damaged. I rolled a 5, which puts me at also 17. So we tie, which I don't remember what that does. So I'm gonna write down what page I'm on, and we're gonna come back up to the top here. Let's see. How to fight creatures, blah blah blah. Creatures texture. You both that you've avoided each other's blow. Start the next. Okay, cool. So we just avoided each other's attacks, which is what I thought happened, but I wanted to double check. Okay. Let me get rid of. Whoops. Actually, that's easier if I do it like this. Okay. Yeah, so we avoided each other's attacks, which is fine. This guy gets a 10, which puts him on 15, so if I roll double ones, I can be damaged here. I did not. I rolled a 3 and a 1, so that is enough to do damage to this guy. Back to this first guy. Rolled a 8. Puts him on 13. I can't miss. I rolled a 5 and a 6 anyway. So that puts this guy... Rip. I'm gonna put G's here just to mark that these are goblins. Where's the snake? Did I don't think I actually used this for the snake, did I? I didn't, but it doesn't matter. Anyway. Next guy. Rolls a 6. That's an 11. I can't miss. I rolled a 5. Which kills him. Rip. Okay, cool. If you kill the goblins, turn to 317. Hopefully we can save this dwarf. You cut down the dwarf. He is, as you guessed it, dead. Going through the pockets of the 2 goblins, you find a large piece of sweet-smelling cheese. If you wish to take this with you, put it in your pack and leave the room. Okay. Sweet cheese. Sweet-smelling cheese. Is that in my equipment list? Could I have... If I did this earlier, would that count? I think it's kind of up to your interpretation, some of it, right? Like, because would it have counted if I had this cheese? Could I have put the cheese down to pick up the shield? Because that seems like a weird trade, but also, who knows? This was written in, like, 1980. Sweet cheese. Question mark. Okay. Turn to 303. Why 303? Wasn't it 305? To go further up the corridor? No, it was 303 and... Oh, okay. My handwriting is just bad. Let me fix that. If you're wondering why, if you weren't here earlier and you're wondering why I'm using white ink, it's because it keeps erasing. I don't have my layers set up, so it keeps erasing the background. Again, I'll fix these like kind of weird mistakes for later. Like somewhere actually to, oh my god, somewhere to actually draw a map would be good. Maybe a hand cam for the dice and things. So we'll see. Anyway, ooh, portcullis. Okay, you arrive at the end of the passage where it meets another going east-west. All right. So it goes like this. Give me just a second. Oh, damn. I just realized that if I move... I was going to select and move the map so that we can have it in a better location, but I just realized it's going to... Because my layers are messed up, it's going to grab the actual picture itself, so... I guess I could... Give me 1 second. I just don't want to, like, I'm gonna turn crit off for just a second. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Perfect. Let me turn credit back on. Excellent. So I just have a blank page now. I should have just done this from the beginning, instead of being an idiot. But we're gonna redraw this map real quick. In fact, let me try this back off real quick. Sorry. Well, let me. Okay. I did that because I wanted to pop it out, but that's okay. What I'm gonna do here is select. Sorry. Like that. Cool. What the heck? Okay. The reason I did that is because I need the reference. Sorry, this is just going to take a second, and we'll be right back into it. So this is going to be the entrance. We have a little hallway going this way. Good lord. If you wonder why I'm getting like weird angles on my drawing, is because the way I have this set up right now is I'm using like a quarter of my drawing pad and it's just on the edge because of the way I have my screen set up right now. So I apologize about that. So we're gonna say that. Try to make it a little more clear that they're passages here, and like which ways I have been and haven't. Yeah, because that continues on. That continues on. And then we'll draw a door. Perfect. I think that continues on up. So that's that. And then we'll... Oops. Still getting used to this, this drawing tablet, too. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay. That looks correct. Yeah, so this is 71. This is 278. Like that. I'll put door here, a door here, and a door here. Oops. $82, $397, $370. And then I am gonna mark like this, because it kind of shows that those are the two choices. So I'm gonna put them right across from each other, and then 257 that way, 13 that way. 303. And then oh, wrong one. Let's see. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, it was actually 285 up, 300 up, and then 303 up. Because these have doors here. This one's 213, 223, and 102. And then this one is 154. I think that's everything so far, right? Okay. Yeah, it looks right. Okay, I think I actually used the eraser on this one. I want to erase all the white bits. So get rid of that. Perfect. We'll pop back over here. Do that. Oh, whoops. I'm not in my... There we go. Jesus, so... Okay. I'm gonna up the size here just a little. I'm gonna leave this... all my notes I'm gonna leave. I'm just getting rid of the... There we go. Perfect. That only took like 10 minutes to fix the map. Deselect. Okay. Can you see that, by the way? Yeah, you can see that, but you can't see menus. Interesting. And then I wanna lower this back down to like relatively what it was before. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So, back to the game. We're at a portcullis. This is actually where we are right now. It is, sorry, you can't actually see it with my mouse, but over here. We're at this portcullis with these two levers on the wall. We're at, 303, just in case you joined when I was making this map. Yeah, we're at 303. You're right at the end of the passage where you meet another, going east-west. But an iron portcullis blocks your way and no amount of charging is going to budge it. On the wall to your right are two levers, and it seems likely these levers do something. Do you, have something to do with raising the portcullis? Do you wish to pull the right lever or the left lever? So, our insane prisoner man that we freed earlier in... I don't actually remember what room it was. I think it was 213, or it might have been 222. I think it was 213, actually. Told us that to pull the right lever at the end of the passage to open the portcullis. So we're going to go to the right, assuming that this dude is not just insane. So we're going to go to 128. Perfect. Why am I scrolling down? That's not the right way. 128. There we go. Oh, God. That scared me. I started reading it, and it freaked me out so much that I didn't read it out loud. Okay. You hear a deep rumbling sound, and the ground begins to shudder. Slowly and noisily, the portcullis rises into the ceiling. You may now walk to the junction. Will you turn west, 210, or east, 58? Back over here. So, west is... Oh, yeah. So... And... Oh, no. We're good. West is... What did I say? 210? That's terrible. Oh my god, why can't I write? 210 that way. Or 58 that way. Question is, do I think that if I go east, it's ever gonna reconnect down here? I honestly don't really think so. So maybe I'll go this way and try to connect back to 57? I think I'll go 210. Yeah, I think we'll go 210. What the heck's going on here? Anyway. Getting there. There we go. Shortly along the passage, you arrive at another junction where you may either go straight ahead, westward, or northward. No, stop. Yeah, 210. There we go. Okay, so we come back over here. Shortly you arrive at another passage that lets you go either straight ahead. So this will go straight ahead, or northward. And we'll say 225 is that way. And give me just a second here. Oops. What? Oh, you actually have to grab that. Okay. I'm so confused. Why won't it let me? What? It lets me move the selection, but it doesn't actually select anything. Okay. May I do this instead? Oh, I know why my selection method is messed up. You're wondering why my crit is all messed up and why I don't have all the crap on the side. It's because to set this up for the stream, I needed real estate. And the only way I could get it on Creta at the size I was doing is to get rid of all of the sidebar stuff. And now I don't know how to change any of that. Okay, well that's fine. We'll just do it. Instead of moving it, we'll just do it this way. What? What? Oh, okay. It's because I still have stuff selected. I was like, why isn't it getting rid of anything? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, stop erasing, please. So, oh my god. 210 that way. That was all just so I could write another number right here. 357 that way. That is not an arrow. That's fine. Okay. And I decided to go down 255, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go down 255. Passage continues westward and then turns due north. Oh. Okay. So I'm going north anyway. Okay, so it continues westward. And then changes to north. Some way up, you reach a junction where a narrow passage runs off to the west. Okay, so it has like a little passage. Like a narrow boy. Question is whether I want to go 63 that way. Or if I want to go 77 that way. I'm gonna go 63 because I'm intrigued by the small passage. So let's see how that works. 63. Oh, good. I've accidentally moved critter around. There we go. 63. As you walk along the corridor, you see ahead that it gets narrower. At some point, you stoop, and as you do so, a deep, resonating laugh starts up around you. Do you wish to continue? If you do, go to 281. If you wish to turn back, go to 10. So, and it goes, whoop, gets narrower and narrower, and continues on. So we'll say, go through the new, oh, sorry, I was reading the, was I reading the right one? Yeah. You walk along the lower, it gets narrower and narrower. Do you wish to continue? If you do, it's 281. 281 that way, or if I want to go 10, will take me backwards. Back. No, we're continuing on. I know there's like a weird laugh going on. It's really creepy, but that ain't gonna stop me. I got 12 skill. What are you gonna do? If it's possible to beat in this game, I can beat it. I also have a dragon scroll and this weird bow. I think I'll be alright. 281. The narrow passage eventually becomes too small for you to walk along. You get down on your hands and knees and crawl. Eventually you can go no further and it seems to be no way through. So you decide to return to the main passage. You head for the junction. Turn to 10. Alright. I'm gonna put a DE here for dead end. So that was like actually useless, huh? Alright. Go to 10. You arrive back at the junction. Turn northward. What was the point? What was the point? 77. I guess just for a creepy, to get like creepily laughed at because I had to crouch. Several meters up the passage, you arrive at a junction where you may either turn west or east. Okay. So several meters, I can go this way. This way. Let's see. Ah, okay, there's also like a little like recess in the wall here. Where I can, let's see. Sorry, I'll actually read it, I guess. Several meters up the passage, you arrive at a junction where you may either turn west or east. Set into the rock on the north wall is a small recess where you may rest and eat provisions without being seen. If you wish to take provisions here, do so. Afterwards, you may set off either eastwards, turn to 345. So, 3... Oh, no, that's west. It's listing them in a different order, so I... Oop, not 348, 345. Or turn westwards to 18. I gotta see what's up with this, like, weird, like, narrow junction, so I'm gonna go towards 18. I'm not gonna take provisions, because, oh, actually... No, sorry. Provisions is stamina. So I'm not gonna add that. I don't need any stamina right now. I haven't taken any damage. So we're gonna go to 18. Ooh. Before I continue on, give me just a second. I'm gonna go grab a drink and check check my hard drive, make sure that the local recording that I'm doing is not filling it up too much. So give me like 5 minutes, and I'll be right back.